evening, everybody. Good morning to some of you guys, and good afternoon to some of you guys. Just want to test out my mic. Alright, TS, I'll pass you the link at the end of the webinar. So just let me complete my webinar first. Okay, what I want to say. Thank you so much for attending episode 3 of my webinar. Just want to test out if everyone can hear me. So if you can hear me, please type 1 into the chat box below. Just to know that you can hear me very clearly. Yeah, the volume is okay. Good. All right. Okay, great. So just want to do a short 2-minute introduction about myself before I go ahead with this session. So my name is Terry, and I represent HarmonicForex.com, which is a trading academy that is founded in Singapore. And me and my partner Sneha and Boon Hui, what we do here is to teach harmonic trading, to people who are interested to learn from us. What we do here is that we share real knowledge, we share real trading. What we don't do here is to sell you empty promises and to sell you the dream that trading is very easy. Even until today, I find that trading is sometimes tough, and I do go through some strings of losses at times. And yeah, so it's about how you can really, always maintain your composure even when you get hit with losing streaks, and that's how you can succeed in your trading. Yep. Hey, thanks for sharing my video. Yeah. So today what we're gonna do in this session is that I'm gonna go through some of the setups that I posted. This week is not the smoothest week I have had in a March, but I will still go through whatever successes and mistakes I've made. Yeah, and I will go through also a few other setups that might happen this week, so that we can all learn and try to profit together with harmonic patterns. Yeah. So if you are Mahi, I need to mute you. Yeah. Okay, sorry for the disturbance. Yeah. So I appreciate all questions, but I will only answer them close to the end of the session. That's when the Q&A happens. Yep. So I hope you guys enjoy my session, and I will try my best to answer any heart-burning questions about harmonic pattern trading. As much as possible. All right. So let's not waste any further time. Let's start off by going through some of the setups that I talked about. So if you have watched my video last week, I can only say I'm so sorry. A lot of setups that I talked during the video did not materialize, and 2 of them actually hit stop loss. So I will stop out of 2 of my trades. Yeah, but that's the way we trade, and I have nothing to hide about it. All right. So I want to start off by talking about last week. In actual fact, I posted about 2 setups. One is on Euro Dollar, and one is on Dollar Swiss. So the thing about these 2 setups is that these 2 currency pairs, they are almost 100% correlated. So by going long on Dollar Swiss, it's essentially the same as you are shorting Euro Dollar. So I mentioned in my webinar is that if you choose to short Euro Dollar, do not long Dollar Swiss. If you choose to long Dollar Swiss, do not try to short Euro Dollar, because that will essentially double your risk and your exposure, which is what I feel is not very right. Yep. So what I did was that between Euro Dollar and Dollar Swiss, I chose Dollar Swiss because it has a tighter stop loss. Yep. So what happened is that Friday, just before the market closed, I went in long around this 99 level. Yeah. All right. So Monday morning I had a shock, and the market just kept down, and I was stopped out at around 99.70. Yeah, I actually update all my stop loss and my entries in my trading view. Yeah, so just 2 days ago I was stopped out, but I just got hit with a 30 pip stop loss on this, and reflecting back, this is a valid pattern. I waited for a double test of the PRZ. So if you have watched my video, normally the way I enter my trades is that I want to wait for a reaction at the PRZ. I want to wait for it to, like bounce out or bounce in the opposite direction of the PRZ before I enter. Yeah. So I followed every single rule that I have on my trading plan, and this is a setup that I really hit stop loss. So I mean, losses are part of the game, and I took a loss on this. Yeah. So if you have taken Euro, it's almost exactly the same thing. It's just at the opposite direction. Yeah. So for euro dollar, let me check it out. Where is it? Yeah. So for euro dollar, bullish shot on dollar Swiss, bearish shot on euro dollar. Choose one. No matter which one you choose, you will have been stop out on Monday when the market gets just like this. Yep. So going forward, later on I will be covering the future, but right now just do some review first. Yeah. So I hit the stop loss on euro dollar. Second setup. Let me finish the 2 stop loss before I go into the 2 profitable setups that I've done. Yeah. The second loss that I took was on the euro CAD. All right. So for EuroCAD, what happened is that this is the initial test of the PRZ. It dropped. It came back up. So I saw this rejection of the PRZ. I saw this bar closing below it. So I entered my short around 144.55. And when this candle really went up last me, and actually I got out and I got stop out between about 40 to 50, 35 pip stop loss on this. Yeah. So this was a setup. It's a butterfly pattern, and I entered on a type 2 entry. Yeah. So it's normally either you enter on the initial test. If you enter on the initial test, this move down would have netted you, around I would say 44.60 to 43.60, 100 pips of profit. It would have hit the profit target one, which is the AD 38.2 Fibonacci retracement. Yeah. So upon the second test, this is the second time where it comes back to the zone. I'll wait for some form of rejection before I enter, and I finally got a rejection and I enter, but I got stop out. Yeah, so 2 losses, 65 pip of loss so far this week. Yeah, so this is part and parcel of trading. Take note that there's only 2 kinds of entry for harmonic. One is the initial test. If you miss it, this is the secondary test. If it comes down and comes back up one more time, there's nothing called the third test or something. So normally the third test it will fail. Yeah, so either you take it on the first try or the second try, and do not pray that it will come back for the third try, because usually it does not work this way. Yeah. So I got 2 losses right now. Done with the I would say like the sad part of my week. I want to talk about the good things that happen. So I've tested this trading strategy for about 6 years for now, and I have absolute confidence in this strategy. So I've ever encountered 19 trades in a row where I lose doing harmonics, but I luckily, in 2015, after encountering 19 trades in a row losses, I still end up profitable at the end of the year. Yeah. So by going through so many years of trading, I realized sometimes I get hit 3, 4, 5 times in a row losses, but no matter what, when a good setup happens again, I will just take the trade. Yeah. So after I got hit by 2 losses, in the past I will feel deflated, but this time around, I'm more mature, I have more experience. So when I saw this setup on a pound kiwi, yeah, so I was telling everyone that this is a setup that you could consider shorting, the pound kiwi. This is the bearish sharp pattern, bearish bat pattern. Yeah. So what happened? What happened eventually? Let me zoom in. Okay. So I wanted to wait for the final retest of the PRZ before I go short. But it's not about just waiting for the retest. I want a retest and a rejection of the PRZ before I actually enter my short. So what happened? Okay, take a look on this. This was the secondary retest of the PRZ. This bar here, the price has not closed below the PRZ. Not yet. Not yet. So what happened is that eventually it flew up, and I updated on my trading view that I will only go short if the price closed below the PRZ. So thankfully, in the next few hours, I think Powell had some news, and it finally reversed below the PRZ. So the close was here. So I entered around 1.7770, around this price here, and currently I'm riding about 100 pips of profit on pound kiwi. Yeah. So all my trade setups, I have a plan. Yeah, so I follow my plan to the extreme. Does not matter about the results. Just keep following through the process. Yeah, I've done enough trades on harmonic trading that I have absolute confidence. So this is a trade that made me 100 pips. It covered the 2 losses earlier. Yeah, that's assuming I entered the same size. But in natural fact, because pound kiwi has actually a bigger stop loss, So this position, even though it's running at 100 pips, I have not yet covered the loss earlier on my 2 losses, but it's fine. This setup, if it hits my profit target at AD 38.2, this will net me about 370 pips of profit with a stop loss of 170. So easily it's about 2.5 risk to reward. Yeah, it will have this trade, if it's successful and it hits 74.50, it will actually cover my total loss on my 2 earlier setups. Yeah, so this is pound kiwi. Okay, just earlier today, 11 hours ago, I actually released a setup on dollar yen. Yeah, so this was a pretty simple setup. This is a bad pattern. I drew a trend line on the daily chart, and this has a very nice cluster of resistance. Okay, so I entered around 111.15. Yeah, 1415 around there. So this is a setup that I'm risking about 25 pips to make about 60 pips, easily 2:1. And what happened eventually? Boom, it's coming down, and it has yet to hit my TP. And now, this bar here, I would say that it's nothing to be afraid of. I'm not sure if any of you guys are with me on my trade on dollar yen, but I'm in ready. And as long as it does not come back up to my entry, I'll still be in the trade. I've yet to protect it, but if I start to protect this setup, I will notify you guys. So my profit target is the 61.8% of this move here, and I'm about 40 pips away from my profit target. Yeah, so I'm doing nothing until it hits my profit target or it comes back up and hits my stop loss for now. Yeah. Okay. So I'm done with the review for last week. Let's check out some setups together on some other currency pairs. Is there any setups that you guys want me to go through? Any requests? Are you guys there? Hope I don't talk to myself. Euro. Okay, GAN. Yeah, I recognize you from my YouTube video. Thanks for dropping by. So for Euro, what I'm expecting on the bigger time frame is that the daily chart, I'm expecting this big sharp pattern to complete a 112. So far after I posted this idea, what happened is that dollar actually did a retracement, but I'll say that this is nothing to be afraid of. Let me go through with you on the chart. Yeah. Okay. Okay, San Liu, I hear you. San Liu, later on. Yeah. So right now we are actually at this critical level for Euro. Okay, let me map out a big pattern for you guys to see first. That's what I'm watching now, on the daily time frame. I'm actually watching for this. Okay, TS, I hear your questions. Later on, I will address all this. Okay, TS, I saw your questions, and the question is like how to draw the pattern exactly. So what I can provide you is that if you go to my website, you will actually get all the measurements of the pattern, the most popular patterns right here. So for example, right now I want to demonstrate how to draw a sharp pattern. Just go to the sharp pattern, and you can actually see these numbers on the chart. Yeah. So this is the exact definition from the book, and I'll demonstrate just quickly on how I'm going to draw it. Not in really absolute detail because I guess I don't even have enough time to really go through how to draw this thing. But for the sharp pattern, this is how I'm drawing it. Take a look, leaning closely. Yeah. So for the sharp pattern, it's X, A, B, C, and D is somewhere at the high. So what I would do is that I want to find C point first. C point must fall between the B to C extension, somewhere here, and it should not close below 1618. So 1618 is right here, so we still have a valid point C. So after you find this level, what I really have is I have my first triangle done, XAB. Okay, so BCD, this is a little bit tricky. I have to draw two Fibonacci. The first one, I will map the extension from this C point back to the B point, goes up 1.12. So what I would do is that I would draw a horizontal line here. That's the level that I expect it to turn. That's the 1618 of this BC. The second line I'm going to draw is the Fibonacci retracement from X to C. And check out this zone here. This is the reversal zone that we are watching on the sharp pattern. Yeah. So I'll map out my last remaining triangle. And bam, done. So how to trade harmonic pattern is that we will only trade when the price hits the reversal zone that we have identified. So right now there's nothing much to do here, and probably this retracement should be a short little retracement, and it should continue going up. And only when it comes to 112, this is where we will be taking action to look for rejection of this 112 zone to be going short on the euro. If I map it on the 4-hour chart right now, I might be looking for setups to long before the short. I might be, but I have to check, like is there any pattern that's happening or something. Yeah. All right. So right now, what I really see on the euro is I think it just completed the ABCD pattern, and not yet. So euro is definitely going up. I don't expect it to continue crashing. So what you might want to look out for is maybe patterns to go along with the trend. So this is potentially another, no, there's no pattern here. Let me try this. There's no pattern. So what I'll be waiting for euro is probably I will join or draw some form of ED channel, some form of an equidistant channel. Yeah. So this channel is pretty critical. I hope that euro, once it comes to this low of this channel here, it stops dropping and it starts to show some strength and reverse up from here, and that could be a cue for you to actually get long with the trend. Yeah, you could be actually targeting some support around this low here. Yeah, so this way it could bounce off, and we are targeting the 112 level. It's all the way right there. So it will never go straight up. It should just go zigzag, zigzag, zigzag all the way until it reaches here. Yeah, so it's going to be a long ride. If you want to short euro right now, I will not really suggest you do that, because I'll say that the bullish trend is still intact. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, same low probably. So if I have to make a decision today to trade the euro, I will be long bias. Yeah, but what I'm actually going to do is to wait for 112 to short. Yeah. So I saw a few requests. Let me reflect. Let me check what you guys talk about. I have a dollar cat. Yeah, dollar cat. All right. So I have a request on dollar cat. Okay. Okay, dollar cat. What I identified earlier, I still remember, is a potential sharp pattern to short. So this sharp pattern will look like this. And it should complete all the way up at 3680. So this is the pattern. It's not really the best looking pattern, but exactly what I shared with you guys. 1618 of this move here. 1618. Then I will get a 113 move of this XC level. Yeah, so this is your zone. This is where I'll be interested to sell dollar cat. So right now it's in the middle of nowhere, and I don't think I'll be trading dollar cat today or anytime this week. But if you want to watch out, you can consider that you can potentially wait for this pattern to complete. This is a potential sharp pattern, bad pattern that could complete on the 886. Yeah. So it could come down to 1.3040, and this is the zone where I'll be interested to go long on the dollar CAD. This is a great cluster of support right here at the PRZ. Yeah, so this level, watch out. Either you wait too long at the low or you wait to sell at the high. Don't try to trade in the middle. You're not getting an advantage over the market if you're trading in the middle of nowhere. So always wait for good levels to go long or to go short. Yeah. Next, I have a request for Aussie dollar. Okay. Okay, so I see the same thing on the Aussie dollar, which is still a sharp pattern. I'm not sure why, but ever since I learned about a sharp pattern last year, about 60% of all the trade ideas I posted on my TradingView are all sharp pattern. Yeah. Is it more reliable than other patterns? Not really, but definitely, if you have ever learned the cipher pattern before coming to my webinar, that is not a valid harmonic pattern because it's not created by Scott Carney. So if you want to trade the cipher pattern, just learn about the sharp pattern. Why? Because you will always enter at a better price compared to if you enter on a cipher pattern. Yeah, so if you have more questions, feel free to email me or feel free to give me ideas on what I should post on my weekly video, and I'll be more than happy to share with you guys the benefits of trading a sharp pattern over a cipher pattern. Yeah. All right, so for Aussie dollar, if you have followed my idea from 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago, so you could have actually caught this move down on the sharp pattern. This move down easily 100 pips. Now it's retracing up. So what to do now? If I go back into the H1 chart, this retracement could go all the way back up to 77.30. I will not be surprised. If it comes all the way back here, we have another sharp pattern to short right at the high here again. So this level is really, a lot of traders are watching this level. So I will not be surprised to see a rejection at the high, 77.20 to 30, and this is where I'll be looking to short. So again, I must emphasize, you do not just put a pending order and just queue and hope to short there. Always wait for a reaction of the zone. Why? Because if this PRZ is respected by the market, you will see that the price actually starts to reject the zone and starts to come up from the zone. That's where your probability of success is like at least 30% higher. If you choose to just place a pending order, likely, sometimes due to news event, it could just burst through your PRZ and you would have taken a stop loss for nothing. After I learned to execute my trade setup this way, I reduced the percentage of my losses about 30%. Yeah, so this is really great. I hope that you guys learn from all my past mistakes and knowledge, and this is something that at the end of the day is something that you can take away from this 1 hour that you spend with me. Yeah. So Aussie dollar, wait for this setup to short. In the meanwhile, if you want to trade, look for, probably you can just draw a channel and long off the channel low. Yeah, I will just draw a channel like this. Just draw something like this. Every time it comes to the low and long, it comes to the low and long, comes to the low and long until it hits here. Yeah, but the more high probability way to trade this is to wait to short at the high. Okay, so I'm done with Aussie. Hi Pierre, hi Razak, dollar CAD. Yeah, TS, I answered the question. Dollar CAD, Aussie. Pound dollar. Bill wise, you have a question on pound dollar. So let me see what I can talk about on pound dollar. Okay, this on pound dollar. Okay, pound dollar, I don't care what they call it, Brexit or whatever news, I'm not really a news trader, but what I see is that technically, I'm not sure what's the news, but when it hits the high of this daily trend line, it got rejected, and the pound fell about 200 pips from the high yesterday. Yeah. So how I'm gonna trade the pound this week is that okay, I will wait for, if I want to trade this pound, I'll wait for the pullback into the high here, into this green zone, into the trend line, before I decide whether to short this pair. Yeah. So it could potentially also complete the pattern. It could go up and come down and complete a shark pattern. Mahi, so excuse me, could you like off your webcam, please? Mahi and Pierre, Sachio, yeah, please off your webcam. Hello, Japanese. Thank you, thank you. Please off your webcam. Thank you so much. All right, yeah, okay. So for pound dollar, yeah, I saw you guys. Yeah, so you guys are real. Yeah, I'm not real. I'm just a robot talking. Yeah, so do not listen much too much. Listen, believe in me too much. All right. So for pound dollar, let me summarize. If pound dollar comes back up to the 1.2550 zone, this is where that you can find a good zone to short. I will hope that in the lower time frame it completes a pattern before I can short at the high. If there's no pattern, it's not a high probability short, and I'll probably avoid it. Yeah. So this pound, and yeah. Longer term in the daily chart, I'm actually looking at the long, and it's somewhere around 1.2055 or something. Yeah. Yep. So wait for somewhere here before you can actually do something. Okay. USDTRY, that's something I've never seen before. Well, let's see if I can analyze it. So this is the Turkish krone or something. Okay, so I'm not sure what's happening in the country, but based on the technicals, we are very bullish. It's let me see. So it had a consolidation breakout. Right now, what I see is moving in the horizontal channel. Okay, so a few ways you can trade this. First way is really to wait for the breakout of this trend line, and that's how you go long on this at around 3.7. Yeah. Second way is to really wait for a pattern to complete. I see a potential pattern here. Yeah. So this could be like I think maybe a butterfly or something. So it could complete around 127, around here. Yeah. So be patient. I will want to buy when it's lower than 3.55. Yeah, or when it breaks up above. Yeah, based on patterns. So no patterns, there's no trade on this, and just be patient. At this level here, potentially you can see a ABCD completion too. Yeah, so it could become a crab instead. It's 1.618. Yeah. Right. So it could become a crab potentially. This level is 871. It's pretty close to 886, so probably trade when it completes the ABCD pattern here. Right. Yeah. So somewhere here. That's where you try to catch the low, near the low of the ED channel. Yeah. So no matter what, it could have short-term retracement, but dollar is looking so strong. Even the current dollar, dollar index, all this, we are still strong, just that we are in the retracement kind of phase. Yeah. Once the interest rate goes up again, doesn't matter 2 times or 3 times, dollar will keep on strengthening. Yep. So if you are bearish on dollar, make sure that it's not so long term. Probably a few weeks or 1 month or 2 is okay. Yeah, but longer term, end of the year, I expect dollar to be stronger than what it is today. Yep. Okay. Okay. Anything else? Okay. Let's look at some. What about indices? It's the S&P 500. All right. So this is deep crab on the weekly chart, and Scott actually highlighted, okay, some freebies for you guys. At the end of today's session, what I will be doing is that I will be sending out a harmonic trading monthly report written by Scott Carney. So that's where he will be covering a lot of indices, gold, copper. Yeah. So watch out for that email. By end of today, just after I end my webinar, I'll be sending you guys the email. So just enjoy it, and every month I will be sending out. It's a once a month thing, and you can actually hear and see what Scott talks about. Yeah. Okay. All right. So in his report, he actually talked about the S&P. And S&P, he actually highlighted that this zone here, you could reverse anytime here, but it's going to be just a short-term retracement. So if it comes down to the previous resistance turn support zone, you map a trend line. This is a good zone that you can consider going long on. It's between 2270 to 2280. Yeah, watch out for this zone here. Any retracement right now is slightly going to be just short-term, and at the end of the year, I'm highly positive and confident that the index will end up higher than where it is today. Yeah. So for indices, if you are short, do not hold out for the big four or the like the big short or something. I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm not sure, but just follow the trend. If it comes down to around this green zone, look to long. Yep. Okay. Maybe you guys like to look at gold also. This network is a little bit slow. Okay. So right now, this gold. Let me clear this up. All right. So gold, we are still waiting for our eventual long right below here at 1080 to 1090. This is a bullish sharp pattern. So right now, I will say that the upside for gold is very, very limited. It could actually go up a little bit, touch the trend line. This is a super strong daily trend line that has been respected since July last year. So it has been about 9 months, and super good. This spike here, it was when President Trump was elected. Spike up, came down. So over here, I don't know what will happen to gold. I don't know what news event is going to happen, but if it comes here and it gets rejected at this zone here, this is where you can potentially short gold all the way down to 1080 to 1090. And once it comes all the way down here, this is where you can actually look for opportunities to go long on this. Yep. So two ways to trade the gold, the short and the long setups all there, and trade whatever you want. But for me, I like to trade the pattern completion. Yeah. Somebody said hi to me. Okay, Rosli Alim. Hi, Rosli. Okay, Boon Hui had a setup on Kiwi, Swiss franc, and let me take a Rosli Euro Yen. I will talk about it later in a while. Boon Hui, my partner, he did a trade on Kiwi Swiss, and I just want to share it with you guys. Okay, Kiwi Swiss.
Thanks for the great work.
Who's talking? Okay, Boon Hui, what pattern are you talking about? Oh, is my partner Boon Hui dead? Butterfly. Alright, butterfly on H1. Let's take a look. So this is a system that anybody who knows the measurements, you will be able to trade it together. Alright, so what we see here is let me just measure it for you guys. You see this touch here, 786. So when the XAB first moved, it hit 786. What we are looking at is a potential butterfly pattern. Alright, so next is I want to try to see the 127 level. Where is it terminating? So 127 is right here at this low here. Okay, so the third level that I need to check is this VC extension. The maximum you should go is 2618, so it falls within this zone here. So this is my reversal zone. Right. So now I'm going to walk you guys through a step-by-step on how to execute this setup. Yeah. Before that, let me finish my triangle. Yeah. Ta-da! Not the nicest looking, but it works. All right. So I'm not sure if you guys have started to follow Boon Hui, but he has pretty good ideas on his trading view also. Just search for Boon Hui. Yeah. So I'll copy and paste his profile into here. And for you guys who haven't followed him, please follow him. He's my partner, and we do this together. It's my good buddy. Yeah. All right. So let me go back to this chart here. So a lot of questions I get is about execution. Yeah. So let me zoom it in. In harmonic trading, the most important thing that you should understand is that you must know how to draw your PRZ. PRZ is where the Fibonacci levels overlap and you have a zone. So you can only execute the harmonic trade setup when price has covered the full PRZ. What I mean by full, okay, take a look here. Price has come down, it got into the zone, but it has yet to cover the full range of the PRZ. So in actual fact, this first initial test here, we have no setup, no trade, nothing to do here. Alright, so it came up, it went back down again. Take a look at this red bar here. This is what we call a terminal bar. Terminal bar. Let me draw it here. Yep. And let me highlight this. Alright, so terminal bar, the definition is that the first bar that completes the full PRZ, this is what we call the terminal bar. Yeah, I love TradingView. I can put so many icons and make it look pretty. Yeah, oops, it disappears. Alright, so this is the terminal bar. So what's your expectation on trades is that once price completes the terminal bar, over the next few candles, in Scott's book, he actually talked about T+2 to T+5. But on my side, I mean, based on my personal back testing, I realized that sometimes it can drag as long as T+7. T means terminal bar, +1, +2, +3, +4, +5, +6, +7, +8, +9. Yeah. So how I will trade is that I will wait for a rejection of the PRZ with a green candle. So this is the bar, green candle closes above the zone. So this is where we could have executed our trade. And over here is 69.21. Over here. Stop loss should always go where? For this pattern, butterfly. Let me share with you guys. Man, how do I revert? Okay. So for butterfly, I think somebody requested on my YouTube to teach about butterfly. Yeah, butterfly stop loss will always go at a 1414. Yeah, so if you have entered long here, the stop loss should be here, and your profit target should always be the 382 level. Okay, too many lines. Let me clear them out first. Right. So 382 of this move is your first profit target. Right. So it has hit the first profit target at, oops. Right. So first profit target 69.66. You will have risk about let me zoom in. 69.66 is my stop loss. Oops. Okay, sorry guys. A little bit clunky today on my mouse. Yeah. So alright. Done. So if you aim for the first profit target for this setup, you would have reached about 22 pips. Can you explain the PRZ draw after point D? PRZ draw after point D. Andrew, I don't really get your questions. Do you mind if you just elaborate a little bit? Yeah. Okay, so let me continue while you type your question. So if you're aiming for a profit target one on this setup, it's about 44 pips, and you're risking about 21 pips. So this is at least a 2:1 risk to reward. Some of you guys are pretty greedy and you want to aim for the profit target too, which is pretty perfect. It has just hit 69.96, hit and done. So if you have successfully rode on this setup of a butterfly, you have hit about 1:3.5 on your risk to reward. and this is how harmonic setups work. Is the risk to reward is so beautiful that you need to be only correct probably 40% of the time to be profitable. Yep. Okay, so thank you so much, Boon Hui, for sharing this idea. Yeah. How to determine the PRZ, Esther Tay. All right. How to determine the PRZ. Okay, Esther, I don't have a lot of time to cover this, but I will just go through it fast. If you need time, you can probably watch the recording to get a better understanding. All right. So to derive this PRZ, there's a few numbers to look at. If you go to my website and you go under the butterfly pattern, what you actually will see is that let me see. Let me share with you guys. Oh man, what's happening? My internet connection is a little bit slow today. I hope it's not my internet. Alright, so it's loading. Alright, so you can see that the butterfly has some patterns here, the numbers, all this. So this 786, it means the XA retracement. This 382 to 886, it means the AB retracement. And this level here, 1618 is the BC extension, and the 127 is the XA extension. Yep, so it's a little bit fast, and just let me go through this quickly on this. So first step to find the PRZ here, you need to be drawing the XA Fibonacci. Draw it. At the 127 level, map a line. So where's my 127? Okay, let me flip it out. Flip it another way. Alright. 127 is right here. I'll put a line. Once I've drawn this line, second step, I will be drawing the BC and try to find the line that is closest to this blue line that I drawn earlier. So you can see the 200% extension of this BC move is very, very close to my 127 of this XA move. Yeah, so this is how I derive this zone. Yep. So once you derive this zone, this is where you'll be camping to wait to take action. Alright. Okay, I have one more request on a Euro Yen. Let me check it out. Okay, so request on Euro Yen. You know, I really love the sharp pattern because it's really, really super accurate. Yeah. So this was previously a pattern, that is the sharp pattern that completed on a Euro Yen, but I did not see this. I did not trade this. Yeah, this was probably last month, yeah, or just the start of the month. Yeah. So Mr. Setup started falling like crazy. And right now, I think you are more interested on what's going to happen going forward. So what I see on the H4 chart, there's nothing. Let me go to the daily chart. Okay, what I probably see is just a channel that the price is respecting, you know, just like this, Yeah. So I will only be looking for setups to trade when it's low, near the low of this channel or near the high of this channel. Right now, you have really nothing to trade. Sometimes it's like this, you know. Right, so I don't see anything, and there's nothing to trade on Euro Yen. When it hits the extreme here, look for your head and shoulder setup, your double bottom setup, your RSI divergence setup to go long. If it comes back up here, you hope that it does some pattern, but right now I'm seeing really nothing on Euro Yen, so I'll be having no trades on it right at this moment. Yep, so sorry, nothing to talk about Euro Yen. Right, so I think I'm about done for this week. Just one last thing to share with you guys. It's a promotion on a formation sticker. So for Formation Seeker, this is a pattern scanning software. It's created by Scott Carney and the team from Poland. So what you can do is actually, if you want to trial this software, you can do, but the trial version is very limited in the amount of patterns that it can show you, in the amount of the currency pairs. Some of them are restricted. Yeah. So if you want to test it out, the full version is priced at $99 per month. But if you want, I can give you a coupon. This is how you register for your coupon. Just give me some time. Okay. Sorry, I did not really prepare beforehand, but I just need to go to my channel and okay. If you go to my latest video, there's a form here that you can express your interest and you could get some coupon from me. So this is not like you definitely have to buy, but if you fill in this form, what I would do is that I will send your email and your name over to Formation Seeker guys, and they will be sending you a coupon. I think just 10% off. So for all future purchases. So if you are a regular user of Formation Seeker and you like the software, it can really save you a lot of time on drawing the patterns. Yep. So all the numbers on this software is 100% accurate because it's created with Scott Carney. Yep. So if you want to receive this coupon, you can just fill in the form, and once you fill in the form, I will be sending your names over to the Formation Seeker guys, and they will be contacting you guys shortly after. Yep. So thank you so much for this awesome session with you guys. Very good questions, and this recording will be uploaded. If you want to, just go through whatever I've talked about, you can actually see the recording. Before I end off, I just want to know how you guys feel about this webinar. If you guys think that this webinar is pretty useful and you will not mind coming back and you will not mind inviting a friend to join in, could you please type 5 for me? 5. The number 5. Thank you so much for staying through the end. All your feedback, I really appreciate it. And next week, same time, same timing, same lump sum day. Let me check. Next week, it will be on the 5th of March. It will be either me or my partner Boon Hui doing. So I will update you guys. And see you guys here again. And I hope to see you guys every single week. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Thank you, Terry.
Thank you. Oh, it's April, yeah.